Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we went to break, we were just getting underway between Big Haas and Aiden Foster. As we went to break, we saw that Haas had that butterfly submission hold in, and Aiden was getting ready to power out of it. So let's get back to the action right now. Aiden powers out of it. Haas goes to the wrist lock. Haas is going to do a pullback, big club to the back of Aiden's back, to the top part of Aiden's back. Haas throws Aiden into the corner. Big body splash. Aiden sideswipes into a twisting neck breaker out of nowhere. Aiden punches the back. Aiden gets behind on Haas. Standing switch to the head. They both break up and Aiden rakes the eyes. Aiden goes to the wrist lock. Aiden pull back belly to belly suplex. Jesus Christ. We know these two are very strong behemoths, so as Haas goes to the waist lock of his own, going for that shin breaker. Haas picks up Aiden, kicks to the midsection, goes to the headlock, and Aiden's going to counter it with the Manhattan drop. Aiden goes to the headlock. Haas is going to counter with a Manhattan drop of his own. Big shoulder tackle in the corner. Aiden goes to that right hand. Haas hits the big headbutt. That probably wasn't expected as Haas goes to the headlock. Aiden's going to power out of it. Haas goes to the wrist lock. Haas gets dumped to the corner, throws Aiden into the corner. Big body splash. Double fist body splash. Haas picks up Aiden. Haas throws Aiden into the corner. It's a big shoulder thrust. And now repeated shoulder blocks in that midsection. Wearing down that midsection in that core of Aiden. Trying to shut down his power with that big knee right to the kidneys as well. Haas rolls over Aiden. And Aiden's going to fight out of it. Does another flipping over neck breaker. Aiden, payback single arm bulldog. Aiden goes to the headlock. Going for a pendulum backbreaker. Drops the boot right on the shoulder of Haas. Haas is going to roll away from it. Haas is going to throw Aiden into the ropes. A pullback, spring, rebound, neck breaker. Aiden dropping the elbows on Haas. And Aiden going right back after Haas. Bashing his head across the canvas. Aiden goes to the waist lock. Standing switch. We're going to do another. Oh, here's a pullback belly to belly once again. These two are very powerful individuals. Haas punches the right hand, goes to the waist lock. Russian leg sweep. And Aiden's going to take a boot right to Haas's face, distracting him slightly. Haas has another big shoulder takedown. Double axe handle on the shoulder. Aiden goes to the wrist lock. Into a hammer lock. And he's going to just boot the wrist arm, the forearm, and the joint with that rotator cuff. Haas, big right hand, big, nice, beautiful combination. Right hand, overhand lock. And it goes right back to the butterfly lock. But Aiden's in the ropes. Veteran play, we're next to the ropes. Haas goes to the wrist headlock. What's Haas going to do now? Vertical stalling suplex. Haas has the advantage on the momentum swing back his way. Haas goes back to the headlock. He's going to do a side. Oh, he doesn't do a sidewalk. No, he does a pendulum backbreaker as well. Single knee. And Haas is going to put him into the rings of Saturn. Trying to get Aiden to tap here. Aiden might be done. He can't touch that rope. Haas. Aiden taps out to Haas. That's the match, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful submission win by Haas. Two big behemoths. Big win there for Haas. Haas with the win. He's hopped out of the loss column and now he's starting up the win, so this may develop into something. We'll just have to wait and see. But apparently the match is not done. Foster is stirring, and Haas takes a face bump. Hits his face buster on himself. He tripped over his own foot. Aiden's up, and what the fuck? Yeah, Haas is a little out of it right now after hitting that, taking that headshot from his own self-inflictedness. So Aiden's up, and he's staring down at Haas right now. Aiden. Does a handshake? This might be a team, ladies and gentlemen. Haas, the winner. And Aiden being the sportsman. Very unlike Foster. We know him as a brutal guy, but to see him help another sportsmanship? What the fuck? Aiden motions Haas to get back in here and tells him, you know what, we should maybe try. What do you think? And Haas is sitting there looking at the crowd. And apparently, and who the fuck is this? You two will do. My name's Beth. I'm joining you both. I love big and strong men and bikers. What the absolute hell? That's one of our new talents right there, Miss Beth Myers. And breaking news, that might be coming something, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what that's gonna have, but they seem very well liked now, and that seems a legit contender now. But the question is, can they stay on the same page? And now we're back in. That makes it official. Welcome to the FSCW. Thank you very much, Mr. Slane, and for the opportunity. Not the problem, Mr. Henderson. So we have another new talent. All I know is Mr. Henderson. A little background on him that I do have is he's of the old school. He was on the indie circuit, ended up in Memphis, and was apparently on a couple shows with Jerry the King Lawler and did a lot of independent work. So we have an independent coming here, so that should be very interesting. So we have 4 new talents now. In Damien, and in Mr. Henderson, and in The Guardian, and now the new alliance of Haas and Aiden Foster, now with their, I'm not sure, escort manager, Miss Beth Myers. Who knows? But our next match of the evening, it's going to be the return match from last week between Drake Blitz Avery, my correction, Mr. Avery and Frankie. We saw last week Frankie upset Drake unanimously. In that 2 out of 3 falls match, it was all Frankie from start to finish. Avery tried getting his stuff in, but Frankie just flat out outpowered him. So, freaking Blitz is looking to get back in the win column now and try to get a little bit of revenge on Frankie for, well, making him look like a bitch. Because, well, that's pretty much what he did. And here comes Frankie down to the ring. So, one of our next Royal Fallout matches. We got, like I said, I believe we're halfway through our show right now, but we still got more to come, ladies and gentlemen. So this should be another good one between Drake and Frankie. And hopefully Drake can get back into the win column. So we'll just see how it plays out. Here we go. Drake goes to the headlock on Frankie right out the gate. Hits the leg lariat. Goes for the savate kick. Misses home. Frankie goes for a punch. Drake counters. Goes to the wrist lock. Elbow to Frankie's face. Frankie goes to the headlock. Hits a scoop slam center of the ring. Frankie drags Drake to the center of a scoop slam. Here's the cover. One. Drake kicks out. Frankie kicks Avery in the midsection. Beautiful hip toss there. Beautiful hip takeover. Drake's going to roll away from it. Drake going to go under, go to the waist lock. Standing switch to the headlock. Elbow to Frankie's face. Drake back to the wrist lock. Frankie's going to counter it, pull him in. And Frankie going to send Drake into the corner. Frankie going up high rip district. Drake's up top. And Avery is going to come around the hard way down. Backside suplex, center of the ring. Drakey looks like he hit the hard on that road. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Drake kicks out at 2. Drake looks really woozy right now. But Frankie's going to counter him with a wrist lock. And beautiful snap suplex. Frankie just rubs the face of Drake. Here's the cover. 1. Drake kicks out at 1. Frankie all over Avery. Frankie goes to the wrist lock. Gonna send Drake careening into the corner. Frankie, big shoulder block. Shoulder thrust. And Frankie gonna put Drake back up top. Drake loses wobbly legs. Hits a beautiful float over backbreaker. Here comes the cover. 1. Drake kicks out at 1. Drake looks wasted. Goes for the Pele kick, but nobody home. It just grazes Frankie, stunning him just slightly. Drake sends Frankie into the corner. Handspring back elbow. Drake goes to the headlock on Frankie. Drake picks up Frankie's scoop slam, but he didn't get all of that because it looked like Frankie kind of fell off and landed on his back. Spinning leg drop on Frankie's back. Drake gonna send Frankie into the corner. Powerful, hits the running tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Big kick right to Frankie, dropping him like a sack of potatoes. Jesus Christ. Drake throws Frankie into the ropes and Frankie hits a black hole. Back hole slam. Drake hits the flipping leg drop. Drake goes to the wrist lock. Drake throws Frankie into the corner. Another backhand spring, but Frankie dodges out of the way of it. Drake goes for that big kick. That's 2 of them. Goes for the 3. Frankie drives. Forearm to the shoulder. Kicks to the midsection. Drake looks spent. But Drake going to go to the waist lock. Frankie's going to counter it to the headlock. Drake's going to counter that. Break it up. Drake goes to the headlock now. Big single arm judo throw. Frankie kicks to the midsection, goes to the waist lock, standing switch. Frankie sends Drake into the corner, big clothesline, but Drake counters the Uranagi. And Drake going for the Hell's Gate. But Frankie's gonna power out of it and drop Drake right on his back. Gonna power out of it. Gonna work Drake's leg now. What a move by Drake, trying to get that submission hold, but Frankie's going to go with that submission lock. That surfboard stretch. And Drake's got nowhere to go. And Drake's going to tap. Frankie all over Avery. But Frankie beats Drake for the 2nd straight time. Frankie just taking in another victory over Blitz. Avery tried coming back, just not enough. And we go. Frankie's on the way back to the room, and Drake's still in the ring, looking very unhappy. And starts barking orders at the ref. And the ref makes a signal and tells Drake to go away and walks away from him. Drake not happy whatsoever. What the fuck, ref? Drake getting back in the ref's face. That's not fair. I was not ready. Really? Yeah, he cheated. He pulled my hair, pinned me by grabbing my trunks, and he poked me in the eye. Come on, ref, you gotta reverse the decision. For one, Drake, you have no hair to grab with that marine cut. 2, you're wearing pants. 3, you both poked each other in the eyes. But he low-blowed me. How can he do that when we all know your wife has your balls in her purse? I know this because your wife is my sister. You lost by that 3 count with both shoulders flat in the mat. My decision is final, even though submission, but regardless, you tapped out. Drake not happy whatsoever. Fuck that bullshit. I'll take it up top. Also, that was fucking cold about my wife and my balls, dude. Talk about a scalded dog. Jesus Christ. Drake not happy whatsoever. But I think it's almost time to the end of our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining so far, but look at that. What? This arm, right here, looks to be still functional and not in your possession. I admit, you were the better man that night, but I bet you can't do it again. Seems you did not learn your lesson from the first time. I'll gladly do it again. Please do. I did my homework, and I know I can beat you or have you tapping in under 5 minutes. Now look who's still talking big time. Once again, I'm gonna have to knock you off your pedestal. Then it's settled. Tonight, I'll see you in a bit, chump. Nathan, all up in the grill of Shane Sharp. What we saw last week, guess I'm going to teach you the hard way. We all saw last week Shane pretty much dominated Nathan Whiteside. It was not fair whatsoever. Nathan was tapping, busted open. Nathan tried fighting back, but at every corner, Shane shut him right down. So this is going to be a very interesting story, because we all know, to catch those up from last week, we know when Shane came down the ring, he was calling out William Whiteside, because William's the one that eliminated him from the Rumble. And he wanted a piece of William. Instead, Nathan Whiteside came to his and says, look, the brother's busy. You got me instead. And Shane, the cutting edge, sharp. We saw last week, he hit that fade maker 2 or 3 times to finally put Nathan down. And he hit his signature, the cutting edge, many times as well. So, oh, well, what the fuck they did? Oh, this is, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently they thought the show was done, and they reverted back to the Survivor Series from last Sunday. So, we're sorry about that, but not sorry at the same time. It'll be interesting to see if Nathan is able to put up with Shane Sharp and able to knock Shane, pretty much deal with Shane. Nathan Whiteside looks ready to go, so this might be a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan the Red Rocket Whiteside, all in that red, that burnt red gear of his, so. Shane looks good to go. Nathan looks good to go. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. There, Nathan opens up with a couple of right hands and a little combination. Nathan goes to the waist lock, hits a German suplex. Saying a hello, welcome. Shane goes for the jawbreaker. Shane goes behind. Nathan counters to the headlock. Shane counters into a headlock of his own. Nathan goes to the wrist lock. Nathan, pull back, big boot to Shane's face. Sharp took a stiff boot right to the face. Now Nathan working that leg. Shane punches the midsection, trying to throw Nathan off balance. Shane goes to the waist lock. Shane switches to the headlock. Nathan counters to the headlock of his own. And Nathan gonna eat a Manhattan drop. Shane hits a running neck breaker. Running forward neck breaker. Shane. Beautiful combination there. Left, right, back, and drops it and then drops the elbow, but Nathan's able to sidestep the elbow drop. Shane goes to the headlock. Big head over takeover. Shane picks up Nathan. Nathan counters it. Big single leg takedown there from Shane. Nice spinning leg sweep. Shane goes to the waist lock. Sharp hits that belly to back suplex. And another big punch there from Sharp. But Nathan counters with the cross arm neck breaker. And Nathan is dropping the elbow into the pectorals of Sharp. Nathan going for that going for that leg lock, arm lock, trying to hyperextend that arm. And Shane's gonna power out of it, flip over Nathan and drop him on his face. Nathan gets a headlock, goes in a headlock of his own after getting countered. Nathan, big scoop slam. Sharp kicks him away, hits a rolling leg lock. Shane throwing Nathan into the corner. Big right hand. Shane getting ready for something, but Nathan's going to cut him off. Like Shane did last week when Nathan tried coming back. He got cut off, so Nathan's going to cut off Sharp. Nathan super run off the top. Nathan stomps on Shane. Going right back to that pectoral time. We're going to try and work that arm. Shane looks completely out of it. Nathan working his area. Nathan goes for the cover. 1, 2. Shane kicks out at 2. And Nathan going for the vice. Going for the wrist rocket. He's got the wrist locking nice and tight. This might be over for Sharp. Sharp's got nowhere to go. Nathan's got him in the center of the ring. That's going to tap him out. Nathan Whiteside taps out Shane Sharp. What a match. Nathan's going to take this victory, and Shane's going to learn a little quick lesson. You may have won the first battle, but the war's never over. What a What a show, ladies and gentlemen. What a group of new talent we're debuting. Next week's going to be all kinds of crazy. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. And wait, we're not done yet. Nathan's up the entrance ramp and pretty much starts talking shit to Nathan. And Nathan hears this, and now he's making his way back to the ring. And now Nathan and Shane are face to face once again. Nathan Whiteside the victor. Shane the loser, and they're both barking at orders. And Shane is gonna sucker punch Nathan. Oh dear God, here we go. Shane and Nathan, this is not over, ladies and gentlemen. But Nathan's gonna counter and get back in some of theirs. Then security gets in good, separates these two. Ref's coming in, and you can hear say, I want to finish him now. And the ref's saying, no, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Chill the fuck out. We'll settle this next week. So Nathan and Shane not done. So this should be very interesting. What the fuck? Oh, that must have cut to the other series. But that brings us to the end of our show, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why those two guys are there, but as part of the usual, I am Cobble, S. Cobble, saying, have a good night, and we shall see you on the next flight out. Prepare for more action next week, right here on Wednesday Night Preflight.
Time to play the game.